I have a statement I'd like to make in English, but if you'll permit me for a moment to start in Spanish, because we have a lot of people here that would understand it just a little bit better, and it's important for me returning here to do that today. Quiero dar unas palabras breves en español antes de hablar en inglés. Simplemente, primero, para darle gracias a Dios por un día tan bello que nos ha dado después de ayer, con tanta lluvia que también es necesario. Pero doy las gracias por este día y a todos ustedes que están aquí en el día de hoy. Veo a tantas personas que han estado conmigo desde el principio. Literalmente desde el principio, con mi mamá, pero después más adelante tantos de ustedes que han estado conmigo en mi carrera política y en mi vida personal. Aquí veo a personas que me han apoyado en todas las etapas de mi vida. Y me alegro estar aquí en este parque que queda simplemente 2 cuadras de mi propia casa, donde yo me he criado tantos años. Solamente 2 cuadras, a varios pasos, en ese gazebo que usted ve ahí fue donde celebramos el primer cumpleaños de mi primera hija, Amanda. Un lugar que tiene tanto significado para nosotros. Y le agradezco a todos ustedes. También le siento de la obligación que tengo como miembro de una generación que ha heredado de ustedes todos sus sueños y esperanzas. Entiendo perfectamente bien que muchos de los sueños de su juventud, por razones fuera de su control, tuvieron que abandonar su país, venir aquí y empezar de nuevo. Y depositaron en sus hijos y en sus nietos todos los sueños que ustedes no pudieron lograr o realizar en su propia vida. Y quiero que sepa que esos sueños viven en la vida de sus hijos y de sus nietos, la cual sus sacrificios y esfuerzo a través de tantos años ha hecho posibles cosas, tantas cosas como lo que va a pasar aquí en el día de hoy. Es simplemente un milagro que un hijo de inmigrante de un exilio pueda poner su nombre, el simple hecho de poner su nombre en la boleta para aspirar al Senado del país más grande en la historia de toda la humanidad. Es un milagro que solamente pasa aquí en este gran país. Y yo aspiro a ese Senado porque quiero que ese tipo de país, un lugar excepcional, un lugar incomparable a cualquier otra sociedad en la historia de la humanidad, quiero que siga siendo así para mis hijos y para mis nietos. Aspiro porque pienso y creo que soy el único candidato en esta contienda que lo ve así y que se va a oponer a esta agenda que viene de Washington, que pone en peligro todas las cosas que hace este país el mejor en la historia del mundo. Le agradezco a todos ustedes por estar aquí en el día de hoy, profundamente, y quiero que sepan que no importa dónde yo llegue, será Washington o no, siempre llevaré conmigo las cosas que he aprendido aquí junto a ustedes. Siempre será parte de quien yo soy. Siempre seré siempre seré un hijo del exilio. Y por eso estoy profundamente agradecido. Bravo. Thank you all for coming, and I'll be brief. I know it's starting to get a little warmer, but just a few words before I sign my name to that paper there. America is the greatest country in the history of the world. There's never been anything like it in the history of all mankind. The simple fact that I am able to put my name on a paper today that will make me a legitimate candidate for the United States Senate is a testament to America's greatness. I know that America is great not because I read about it in a book, or I watched it in a movie, or read an article in a magazine somewhere. I know that America is great and exceptional and unlike anything else because of the men and women who are here with me today. Men and women who lost their own country, who lost their dreams of their youth, who came here like my parents did with no English, no friends, and no money. Just the hope and the dream that through hard work and sacrifice, they could open up doors for their children that didn't even exist for them. And they could leave their children and grandchildren with a life better than their own. And I know there's only one place in the world where that's possible and has been possible for the last 230 some odd years. And it is this great country. And I believe that the reason why we are great, why we are the most prosperous and freest people in all of human history, is because of free enterprise, limited government, and individual liberties that find their genesis in our Declaration of Independence and ultimately in our Constitution. And I know with all my heart that the policies that are coming out of Washington, D.C. today, quite frankly, often from both political parties, threaten everything that makes us exceptional, everything that makes us great. A year ago at this time, I ran for this office when the only people in the world who thought I had a chance to even be competitive, much less win, are sitting on the stage here today. The only people that thought I should run lived in my house, and most of them were under the age of 10. But I ran because I knew that there was no one else in this race that would stand up to this agenda and offer a clear alternative. There was no one else running willing to say that this administration and this Congress is taking America in a direction that will rob us of our exceptionalism and permanently redefine America in a way where we will become more like everybody else instead of continuing to be unlike anyone else. That's the reason why I ran 12 months ago, and it's the reason why I qualify for office here today. It is the only reason why I'm running. It is the one that carries me and propels me every single day, even on those days when you don't feel like getting up in the morning and making the latest trip. But I'm energized because I know this campaign is not about me. It's about what I'm running for and what I'm running on. And I look to each of you for inspiration. I know that no matter how difficult this race may have been or will become, I will experience nothing like what you experienced in your own lives. I know that no matter how difficult things may be over the next 6 months, my difficulties do not compare to the ones you faced to raise and feed your families. That story applies to my own as well. And so I'm grateful for the opportunity to run. I thank God that I've been given this opportunity to serve, and I hope that that will be in the United States Senate. I will tell you that no one can tell you for sure how this race will finish, although I have a pretty good idea of how I think it will. But no matter how this race turns out, and I believe it will turn out in me with the opportunity to serve in the U.S. Senate, I hope that 2010 will be the beginning of where people who love and embrace America's greatness reaffirm it at least one generation more. I hope, I know. I'll close by saying that one of the reasons why I almost didn't run are the 4 children who sit on the stage with me today. Amanda, Daniela, Anthony, and Dominic. And my wife Jeanette, for that matter, as well. They deserve to have a full-time father and husband at home. But ultimately, it's Jeanette and my family that remind me every single day that this election is about them. And it's about your children and grandchildren as well. If we make the right choices, if we do at this moment what must be done, then they will be part of the generation of Americans that will have the most prosperity and the most freedom in our nation's history. I believe with all my heart that if we make the right choices, my children and your children and grandchildren will be the freest, most prosperous Americans ever. But if we don't make the right choices, if we stay on this road that this administration and that this Congress has us on, then they will be part of the first generation of Americans to inherit from their parents a diminished country. That is the choice before us. That is the crossroads at which we stand. It's the reason why I run, because I know and you know which road we must choose. And if you elect me to the U.S. Senate, I will work every day to make sure we choose and stay on the right one. I'm grateful to all of you for coming. Thank you so much. Thank you.